So you have this IGTV app, you're trying to upload videos, but you're just not getting views, you're not growing with it, and you want to learn how to actually go ahead and grow with it. Make sure you go ahead and stick around for the entirety of this video because I'm going to be giving you guys my best tips on how to use IGTV to grow your Instagram. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. If you're new here, you don't know who I am, my name's Anthony. I actually run a 1 million follower network on Instagram, and I also run an Instagram marketing agency. So I actually do this stuff each and every single day in my business, and I make videos like this to help you take your account from zero to hero, show you how to grow, how to monetize, and anything else in between. So if you're interested in Instagram and learning how to go ahead and use it as a full-time business, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. With all that said, let's go. So my first tip with you is to go ahead and make sure your content is IGTV optimized, but there's a twist. I think you should be testing right now. This is something that I'm doing on a few of my clients. We are testing this where we are not only uploading the videos in vertical, how it is supposed to be on IGTV, but we're also uploading the videos in the normal landscape or widescreen, whatever you'd like to call it, and we are testing which one has better audience retention. See, I kind of had this idea where people really might not be liking the vertical video, so if they really want to stick to landscape, will people rather a video that's landscape and they can just flip their phones, or will people who are on IGTV expect vertical videos? So what I've been doing is I've been publishing a vertical video and then publishing a landscape video. Once we have done about 20 tests of that, I'll be able to find a definitive answer. Our testing isn't done, but so far the audience retention rates for some reason are performing better on the landscape. It seems as though people would rather just flip their phones and you upload the video in landscape. Just something to think about, but it's something that you should test on your own profile because everybody is different, but just something super interesting that I thought you could really benefit from. So make sure you're checking those audience retention rates. Whichever one gets more watch time is going to be your winner, but obviously always conduct multiple tests. Now the second thing is to go ahead and put text on the video. Now it doesn't need to be laid on the video, but you can actually make a bar at the top and a bar at the bottom. Now how I would use this to your advantage is that when somebody clicks on an Instagram video, the text to go ahead and read is very vague and thin, and for one, it doesn't really capture attention, right? But if you go ahead and you put a bar at the top and the bar has the title of the video or the topic or what it's about, you have now grabbed attention because people say, oh crap, there's a video about that, I'm actually looking for something like that. Then they go ahead and they click it. On the bottom, you could kind of put another little thing about the video or the main point of the video, or if you want to get as much traffic back to your Instagram as possible, go ahead and put your handle. So by having the title, you captured the attention, and by having your handle, it's always there reminding them to follow when they discover your IGTV video. So make sure you go ahead and using those bars to go ahead and put text and capture that attention. Now this may seem obvious, but you really have to do this. The video has to be high energy, right? It has to be like this, like, hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the IGTV video. Hope you guys are all having a great, it has to be like that. Okay, now if it's long form, if it's like more than a few minutes, obviously it's gonna be really hard to keep up that high energy. I know I can't keep up that much high energy even here on a video like this, so it's going to drop off, but for the first minute at least, has to be very high energy so that you go ahead and you get them engaged as the viewer and you have them interested in your video. If you can make somebody watch the first full minute of your video, they'll probably stick around for most of it, if not the end. So make sure it's very high energy, and if the video is very long, make sure the first bit of it is high energy so you can keep them on there and gather their attention, and make sure you don't drop off that energy too much, otherwise that video will get boring. I know it sounds obvious, but I can't tell you how many IGTV videos I've watched, and it's people who are sitting there and they're talking like this with the most monotone voice, and you know, they just make a video like this and then they wonder why nobody watches it because it's so boring. I don't know why nobody's watching my videos. I mean, I try really hard to go ahead and make them, and just nobody cares. Listen, nobody cares. You have to be energy, you have to grab that attention, you have to force people to watch you. If you cannot force people to watch you, then it's gonna be off to the next creator who can. So you gotta put in that work, and you have to bring that smile, have to bring that optimism to the table. So now, just as how Instagram has the explore page for posts, the popular page, IGTV also has its own built-in popular page. So obviously you're going to want to go ahead and get on the popular page to get the most reach. See, whenever an update or something new happens on Instagram, or really any type of platform, Instagram is doing that so they can go ahead and collect data on that update. So when you start using something that Instagram put out, Instagram will naturally push your content to more people because it wants to get data on the platform. It wants to get information, because by Instagram obtaining information, they can go ahead and they can make updates, they can make different test versions, and they can really go ahead and get a seamless new feature. And that is how all updates work. It's always blanketed across a few users and then blanketed across a few more, and they test and optimize until it's so good and everybody loves it, and then they release it to everybody. Okay, now when they do this, if you're using that update and and you have it, Instagram's going to want to collect that data, collect that information, and they'll push it out to more and more and more people, and it's easy for you to get recognized because Instagram will push you themselves without you doing any work so that they can get information. In turn, they get information, and then you go ahead and you get more followers. So now with that said, you see how it is easy to rank on the popular page right now. So now I'm gonna go ahead and give you some strategies to really make sure you hit that popular page. And right now, let me tell you, it's probably gonna be easier than ever because Instagram's naturally pushing accounts to the popular page, and by actually adding a strategy that works, you're going to get there very, very easily. So here are the best ways to go ahead and give your best shot at landing on the popular page for Instagram TV. Number one, your audience retention rates, your watch time. You need to get your watch time high. You need to start analyzing your videos and analyzing why do some videos get really good watch time and why do some videos get really bad watch time, and recreate the ones that have good watch time. The more audience retention you have, the more time a user spends watching your video. For example, if you upload a 10-minute video and someone watches 7 minutes rather than watching 3 minutes, Instagram is always going to favor the one that watches 7 minutes. Why? Because a lot of watch time indicates good content, indicates high energy, indicates that other people will like it and that other people will watch it and that other people will spend more time on the Instagram platform. So always aim, your goal with every single IGTV video should be to always go 1% more in engagement. Always shoot for 1% more. Okay, if you always shoot for 1%, you won't be disappointed and you'll always be going that extra mile to always get 1%. And over time, that 1% is gonna add up and add up and add up and add up, and soon you'll go from a 20% watch time all the way up to an 80% watch time because you always went the extra mile for just 1% more. Those little things add up. Number two, engagement. Now, one easy way to go ahead and get engagement on your video is by doing what I said on the first tip, is to actually make the content good and get up the watch time. That will naturally increase your engagement, but to go ahead and really make sure it hits tons of engagement and to start getting that engagement when you're first starting off and you're learning to craft really good IGTV videos, what you want to do is go ahead and form IGTV DM groups. Maybe you can do it on Facebook Messenger, you can do it in a text group, you can do it on Instagram itself, but going ahead and forming a DM group where you're going ahead and commenting and liking on other creators' IGTV videos is going to go ahead and give you a lot more engagement. And if it works for the feed, it's most likely going to go ahead and work for IGTV. If you look at the logistics, if you look at the data, if you look at all this stuff, the only way for content to really get to the popular page on IGTV is through audience retention, because that will show Instagram that it's good, and through engagement, because that'll also show Instagram that it's good. If you show Instagram that your content is good, they're gonna put you on there. So maybe start forming some DM groups or something like that to get extra engagement on your videos. And number three, don't be so anxious to go ahead and send them off and drive traffic and all this and that. If you want Instagram to naturally promote you to the popular page so you can get a ton of followers, don't link. Don't promote any content that takes somebody off of Instagram. Make that content purposely just for Instagram and try to have the whole thing structured where they're just spending more time on Instagram. If you do that, Instagram will love you and they'll push you back way more easier, and they won't really think twice about it, is the biggest thing. Then once they get to your profile, if you want to link and stuff like that, that's fine, but have IGTV be set up so that your chances of landing on the popular page and getting thousands of followers are as high as they can be. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. These are some of the best ways you can go ahead and grow on IGTV. If you like this one, if you took some value out of it, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you leave your comments below. If you guys want to learn the real ways of how to grow on Instagram, if you guys ever wondered, you know, how did that influencer get there? And they just sit there and say, be patient and post consistent. Have you guys ever heard that before? If you have, I want to tell you that that's not the case. It's not about being patient. It's not about posting consistently. It's actually about having the right strategy to actually win and grow on Instagram. Now, if you want to go ahead and learn this stuff, I made a complete free Instagram training that covers all of this, exposes how big influencers actually grow and how they actually make money. So I'll leave that link in the description. It is the free advanced training. Make sure you go ahead and check that out if you're serious and want to actually grow on Instagram. With all that said, guys, once again, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for the best Instagram videos on YouTube. With all that said, keep grinding, keep hustling, and I'll see you all on the next one.